you know, my parents started, and I've continued dinner table arguments. Ready, go. If you, you know, my niece had a 45-minute argument with her brothers and nieces and nephews and aunts and uncles and grandparents about whether the Kardashians was a legitimate way of spending her time watching that show versus watching soccer, right? And you know what? She won because she's the most articulate, amazing human being on earth. And she could argue her part. She's saying, I know they're ridiculous. I know that I don't want to be like them, but it's entertainment.
Mm.
Soccer is entertainment for you. This is entertainment for me. I'm old enough to know that. Now, she was probably 23 when she was saying that. Very different for a 13 or 14-year-old who's influenced more. But, you know, bring it to the table. What's your argument?
Yeah.
How come? What are you
Have
doing?
those robust discussions and get them to
Yeah,
explain
absolutely.
what do you actually find interesting about this show or
Yeah,
about these
yeah.
people?
Tell
What
me
is it?
about it, you
I
know?
mean, there are good qualities in those people because they've made, you know, they're very successful in their careers. What
Absolutely.
what can we point out that is, you know, a good role model in them, in those people that they're watching and being influenced by? And I guess there are a lot of young women who have become successful online as influencers. And I suppose it's not necessarily a bad thing to aspire to be an influencer,
Yeah,
which we
yeah,
would ascertain as a leader, being a leader in a certain area, as
yeah.
long as you have those leadership qualities. So even just talking about with girls about, okay, so what makes a good leader and what makes that person a good influencer? Is
Yeah.
she
So why? The
is
question
she
is why
sharing?
are they? Yeah. And what qualities and what values do you align with? Like what, you know, I mean, I've had lots of conversations with young women about Taylor Swift, for example, you know, and she celebrates being a woman. She celebrates being safe. She celebrates success. She celebrates joyfulness. And yay, you know, and she is very honest. She's had her own difficult journey. You know, a lot of young women say who we want to hear from is we want to hear real stories of people that understand our lives. So there is some legitimacy to these people coming out and sharing their stories and legitimizing, you know, standing up for yourself, legitimizing being proud of who you are, legitimizing not being perfect, legitimizing having your own mental health journey. I think these are really powerful things for people to hear, that you can get through these things, that you can get help. And I think they probably listen to them more than others. So we don't want to underestimate them. We just want to make sure that they're not at their other end having